All right, everybody, we are going to move forward into our poetry imitation assignment today. So yesterday you should have selected something from the poetry text set and looked through the notes. And so I went ahead and posted them again here for you in case you need to do that. Then we're going to talk a little bit about this imitation assignment, and I'll show you an example. So this poem starts with a chart, a pre-writing chart, and you're just going to fill in which one you chose, who wrote it, the number of lines, and the number of stanzas. And pro tip, these are already given to you in the notes, but it's not that hard to go back in there and figure it out. A lot of information on all of this is given to you in the poetry notes from yesterday. So if you click on the notes, it's right here, whichever one you chose, okay? So use this information to help you fill out the top. So you'll need to know what, does your poem need to rhyme? And what type of figurative language does it include? And I've given you some examples. But your poems all have to be a minimum of 20 lines, but depending upon the ones you choose, you probably want to model it after whatever one you selected. Then you'll tell me what your original poem is going to be about and give it a title. And here you will type the actual poem and make sure you delete these red instructions before you submit the assignment. Failing to do that will result in point loss, so make sure you do it. Then that's not going to be due till tomorrow. So you'll have today, and then tomorrow is early release day. So during your Zoom meeting time, you can log on and ask me any questions, or just log on to get your attendance credit. And then just know that it's due by the end of the day. So here's my example, and I shared this with you guys last week on Friday when we did our writer's notebook entry. And I modeled mine after Langston Hughes. Okay, so what do you notice? It's the same number of lines. It rhymes in the same places. Even the titles are similar in where they're about like one thing or one word. And it's like a positive word, and like here's what happens. That's kind of negative if we don't hold on to it. So the next slide will show you kind of exactly how it follows the structures, things to look for in your own. Excuse me. So what's highlighted are the line beginnings, and it shows you how I modeled mine exactly after the way they started. And the underlined words show which words rhyme. Remember, I used Rhyming Zone to help me with that. But at the bottom, to help you figure out what you want to do or how you're going to model your poem, you should probably do this line by line with the original. So look at the line beginnings, look at keywords or phrases that you want to pay attention to. Some of them have specific colors or maybe adjectives, rhyming patterns. Look at figurative language, if it has to have a metaphor or if there's an allusion to something else. Look at punctuation and capitalization. Are there commas? Little things like that. You just take that exact structure and just put your own information into it. Remember, your grade solely depends on how closely your poem follows the original and follows the mentor sample. So it's not necessarily whether it's good or bad or makes sense per se. It's how closely are you following the original in terms of structure and form. Okay? One thing I wanted to remind you for early release, if you go to the left-hand column and you click on updates, I went ahead and posted your early release schedule for you. So if you don't have it in any other class, you can select it there. This will help some of you know when you're supposed to be logging into Zoom. So here's your regular schedule. 6th period, you should be on Zoom at 1:45, and 7th period, you should be on at 2:42. But on early release day, which is tomorrow, 6th period won't log in until 12:30, and it'll be your last class of the day that you'll have to log in. And 7th period, you'll log in earlier at 10:30, before, right after 3rd, before 8th, just to log in and get your attendance credit. Make sure you ask questions as well. All right, so again, you'll find that on the updates column, and it's this link right here. You can download it or view it. All right. I hope to see you in Zoom to make sure you earn your attendance credit. I'm also marking missing assignments. So if you are kind of slowly getting back into the swing of things, last week's assignments were fairly simple. They're also logged or linked for you, rather, on this homepage where you click on third period assignments. Make sure you go back in there. Those are direct links to the assignments if yours are missing. All right, everybody, have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you guys later on Zoom. Take care.